Kazuki is coming in only a couple of days now. So let's go ahead and let you guys know exactly what you can do to start preparing for Kazuki, all right? So if you guys didn't know, you can actually check all of the characters in the game by going right here to the character archive. So in order to see him, it's down over here. We can go ahead and check out his skins that are going to be coming out. They're going to be adding some more skins in the game as well for him. But we can go right here and check out the status. Now, we'll head on over to right here, and we can see what required materials we need for him. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't show us all of the required materials, so we don't know what boss drop he's going to need, nor what secondary item he's going to need, but we at least know we can start stocking up on the strange documents and the blade codes, and you're going to need a ton of these blade codes and a ton of these documents. So that's something that you guys can start farming right now. You can start using your boosters to get these blade codes. That'll save you a lot of time if you plan on maxing him out on day one. Now, let's go ahead and go over which skill I think is going to be the most important for him. I think his ultimate skill is going to be possibly very good depending on how this upgrades. If it upgrades the memory, it probably is only going to increase the damage, but even still, the way that a lot of the characters in this game has worked is leveling up their ultimate skill has actually been kind of crazy because the multipliers on their ultimates are kind of insane. As you can see, if you those of you have seen any videos with Mui, she kind of just one-shots everybody. Same with Inoki. She just one-shots the final bosses with their ultimate scaling being super high. So either get ultimate skill most likely, or what's the other one that does the damage with the high break? No, it'd be over here. The Sly Serpent, I guess it would be what it's called. So those are going to be the skills that you're looking to upgrade. And what am I talking about? We're going to go ahead and go over to the boosters right here. We can go ahead and check them out in your bag right here, and then go down right here. No, not right here. Sorry, right there. And then we're going to try to look for whichever one has these little boosters right here. As you see, this right here, this is what we're going to be looking for. We're going to try to find any Kazuki boosters that are good, and make sure you do not destroy these. You're going to want to save these. Now, I will be explaining how the PAR system works in a future video. I want to wait until the reset so I can do a little bit more testing on it. But the reason why you're going to want to save these, even if they're a lower tier one, is because the PAR system will allow you to turn a low tier gear piece. You'll grab one of the skills from it and transfer it onto a higher tier gear piece, basically. I know it's a little bit more in-depth than that, but that's basically the gist of it. But yeah, that's pretty much all that you guys need to do to prepare for Kazuki. Not really too much, right? I would recommend probably farming up some bosses as well. Maybe the shark boss, maybe some other bosses. I'm not sure exactly which boss material he's going to use. So it's always good to just have extra boss materials anyway. So farm up those strange documents, farm up those boss materials. And real quick, for those of you who missed out on my last video, I'll show you guys a really good farm spot that I like to go to where you could get a ton of those strange documents and everything that you really need. It's over here in the plaza. Just for those of you who didn't see my last video, since I posted this at the end of the video, you simply just go over here and then just run down over here, and then you'll have a ton of guys right here that you can just take them all out. Over here you'll be getting the Shizuku threads. Over here you get pretty much everything that you need. These servos you also need for powering up your units. And then right here is where you are going to be getting your strange documents. And there's one little guy hidden right in here, so you actually get every single item except for the cheese. Cheese you only get from rats. I still don't know where to farm rats, so I'll have to figure that out eventually. But that will help you farm those strange documents for Kazuki if you're looking for that, as well as give you anything as long as it's not cheese that you need. That's pretty much all you guys are going to need to do. Farm this little area right here so that you can get those strange documents. Go ahead and farm up those blades, those little Pokeballs, and you should be ready pretty quickly with Kazuki. Now, I'll go ahead and be making a should you pull video very soon after that, but a little spoiler, I think he's probably going to be really good. Anyways, to wrap up this video, let's just go ahead and go over the patch right here, because a lot is going on, but I don't really think I need to make a whole video about it, right? So what is going to be also added into this patch, there's going to be a story. Chapter 1 has been adjusted. They're going to make it a little bit shorter on some of the challenges to make it a little bit easier for Button. You're going to have the ability to accept daily quests right here on your menu from now on, as well as the little delivery requests. The delivery requests are those when people are requesting items from you, so you'll be able to check that without having to run to the store every single time. So that'll make clearing dailies a lot more enjoyable. Now, for those of you who don't like to read the story, there will be a skip function added. I recommend not skipping the story. And then we have Kazuki Aoyama. I will be making this video, and I'll be posting it tomorrow, most likely, saying if you should pull this character. I believe they still are supposed to be buffing him. They didn't mention anything about buffing him, but maybe they forgot about that, I guess. But we'll see. And another crazy thing right here is they're actually going to be adding the tension cards that are in the limited banner to the in-game store, so you could buy it with the in-game currency. Now, how do you get this currency? You get the currency by dismantling or pulling dupes of 3-star tension cards, or dupe 3-star characters. That's how you're going to get the currency for that. So 500 is a lot, but if we go ahead and check back into the game, I've done a good amount of summons, but not too many summons, and we can check and see how many I have right now. I have 70, so that's a decent amount. And the way that you get more of these, for those of you who don't know, you go to your bag right here, and then we go to our tension cards. How do we get to our tension cards? I haven't done this in a while. I don't remember how we get to our tension cards, actually. Oh, wait. Maybe you click the tension cards. Yeah, there you go. And then you click convert, and then you can select the tension cards, and as you see, it'll turn into the material that you want right there. And then if I had a 3-star that I could dismantle, which I do, but if they're locked, so I'd have to unlock them. But yeah, if whichever level that you dismantle is the level of the material that you get. Pretty simple and pretty straightforward. Now back to the patch notes. We're going to get brand new skins for Kazuki. They will be added in a future update, not in this upcoming update. We're going to get brand new event. This event is literally just defeat this monster. It's not really that big of a deal. I don't know what this is right here. It's going to be a little chest. Don't know what's going to be in that chest, but it'll be something. We're going to have a side story. I'm very looking forward to a side story with our favorite girl right here. So this should be very interesting. It says it'll be available on March 20th, JST. So it looks like it's not going to be available the day of the patch, unfortunately. Character buff campaign. Now, this is going to be something to keep note of. Currently, if we go ahead and check back at the game real quick, we actually have a character boost campaign on the game right now. If you guys didn't know, that's the reason why Semba is doing a ton of damage right now. So technically, she'll be getting a nerf. If we go ahead and check the events right now, we go to the character buffs right here. These characters are all getting buffs for maximum HP, attack, and defense. That's what's going to be happening, except it will be for these new characters over here. Well, not new, but these characters instead, which is going to make Suki kind of really strong right now, since she's actually a really good free-to-play DPS option. So if you're a new player and you don't have a solid DPS, that's going to be something that'll carry you through the early game for sure. Then we have Kazuki. He's going to be in the game, and we're going to get that renewed login bonus, which is very, very nice. The tension cards are getting readjusted. If you don't know what's going on, go ahead and check out my tension card video that I went over that. Basically, the consumption of it is going to be going away for like 90% of the tension cards. And they're going to be adding a little boost for those of you who are struggling with the story. They're going to have a lower the difficulty and try again, which means they're going to boost your characters, give them a little bit more strength, give them a little bit more HP, and you'll be able to clear the story with no problems as long as you keep trying, I guess. And they're going to make the game just a little bit faster. They're going to make some adjustments. I think I went over this already. This is going to be where if you initiate a battle, you'll start at tension phase 2, which just makes the game a lot more faster paced. That way you're not farming at 0 tension all the time. The other thing that they add, this is kind of irrelevant really, because I've never really needed this, but you can lower the difficulty on your Rift bosses, so you get less rewards if you want to. I don't see why you want to do that. But this is a good one right here. You can now farm bosses, and you'll be getting the EXP boosters. Now, I don't know if it's going to be too worth using these EXP boosters, because right now they use a lot of Kane, so do keep in mind that Kane is quite important. And then they're going to be increasing tier 8 drop rate for the fractal vice, so that's going to be very helpful as well. Adjusting to make some objects a little bit more better. Let's see, we're here. Adjustments will be made to the HP recovery and some 60 FPS on mobile version. And one other thing is the detailed version. With the detailed version right here is when you grab a Pattymon, it will just show you the detailed version. With that, I've had some questions on that. You just simply just go to your settings on that one. You go to your settings, and I believe it's down over here somewhere. Let's see where it says detailed. I'm just going to scroll through. I don't even remember where that was at. Maybe over here. Where does it say? Oh, right here. Others, compatible monster obtained effects, detailed. So you simply click right here, and what that does is it's just going to be telling you all of the substats whenever you obtain a piece of equipment. They're going to be changing that. Right now, it's currently set to light as default. It will then be changed to the detailed. Sorry, I actually forgot to change the screen there. So let me show you from the beginning. We hit settings, options, click right here, and then compatible monster effects. Right now it's set to light. It'll now be changed to detailed. And I believe that's pretty much the whole entire patch notes, just fixing some bugs after that. And that's it, guys. So that's going to be the way that you're going to prepare for Kazuki. Let's go ahead and get on with the next one, see if you guys are going to want to pull him